stars in the night. So cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. DD bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through the AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, friends? Good morning. Welcome to the show. How goes it? Thanks for the wait. My internal clock is not used to the new time change yet, so I overslept my alarm for the first time. I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, it's like exactly 7:30, so I ran upstairs, hit the play button, and then went and like got ready and stuff, got dressed and all that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, how goes it today, everybody? Get everything set up here. Running a little behind, just a little bit. Welcome to the show. You guys know this. You guys know the drill. Hit that like button first thing you do. Oh, wrong sheet. No, the trader last time you're here had 50k subs. Congratulations. Oh, thank you, thank you. I think we're at like 100 and something now, 125 maybe. It's growing pretty quick. Other prop shows out there are starting to like decline in views, and so we're starting to grow. Think like you know, the Top Set TV and all that, they're all starting to lose viewers. I think ever since the fiasco going on over there, people were sort of looking for a new place to hang out in the morning. Good morning. Stream opening video in Neon is pretty sick. I know, like I need a new one. All these boys and their Neon's opening, Sir Darb's closing is making me jealous. I need to get myself a new setup here for the morning show. Right. Anyways, hit that like button, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hit that button. Okay, what are we doing here? Put this up. Oh, it had to be an hour earlier. Is Top Step really that big? Apex sounds a lot bigger. What do you mean? Prop firms? Apex is not that big. Top Step is not that big. They're all bigger. But you're talking about like prop firms goes? I got sold the Kool-Aid and Apex trying to tell me they're the biggest prop firm on the planet, but that's not, I don't think that's true anymore. I would say that I would like to say that Top Step's probably still the biggest one, prop firm wise, but they're all around the same size. My funded futures is probably in the top 3 or 4. Yeah. I would say I don't think Apex is the biggest anymore. I think it's shifted around so much. I think Top Step's back on top. Good morning, guys. I have an unfortunate story. I have a very unfortunate story. I'll just tell y'all straight up. So, yesterday, this shit always happens to me. Yeah. Got delivery. Right, IDOC and I signed our paperwork with our new fitness thing. And I got delivery yesterday. Hold on. No. I had a short going into close. Literally right here. At 2:20, I had a delivery. Flowers. A giant bouquet of 100 flowers. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Kept ringing the bell. I left. Get my delivery of flowers here. The minute I walked upstairs, the market was there. Literally. Yeah. But I don't care. It's not a big deal. I'll just make it back. But like, I never not have a stop loss. I just like shit. Like, you know, normally I would be watching it. And I would just close everything out. I walk down, I literally go downstairs and the lady's like, can you sign for the flowers? Okay. Hold on. Can you take a picture? Hold on. Like, hold on. Can you hold it? Let me, I'm just like, fucking DoorDash. Come on. Just like, let's go. Let's just come on. Do your thing. Whatever it was, whatever service it was delivering. I was like, come on. The minute I came back, the market's up 150 points. I was like, what? Dude, literally the minute. I leave my computer for a minute. That's the funny part. So I gave back like a week and a half of gains. No big, I'll have to work it back. But now I got back, I just closed it out. I was like, fuck it. I'm not touching this. I thought about last night shorting it from 100, but I had to work it all the way back down. It has 25 contracts. So not that big of a deal, but that's the funny part. That's the world's most expensive flower, just like the haircut. Ding dong, Pickle's like ruff, 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 ruff. Ding dong, ruff, 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 ruff. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys. I'm like going downstairs. I'm like, what do we order? It's the craziest thing. It's those I don't know if there's a name for them. They're the biggest flower. It's this big around. It's literally this big, and the stems are like 3 feet long. Like you could stand up the bouquet of flowers, and it's like about 4 feet tall. The thing is huge. They actually are the world's most expensive roses too. I forgot what the name of them are, but yeah, just a casual like 150 or whatever. But that's again like that and the funny thing was I told you guys that all morning, you know, don't be into shorts for long periods of time and don't not pay attention because Trump could tweet something out of the blue. If I would have been like here at the computer and that, you know, that would just come out, it was closed down. But that's what happens, right? There's nothing you can do to control that. That's just a haircut. I didn't try to short it at the top. I didn't try to do anything. That's how much it was when I took a loss. So it was like, I was like here, and then it was only like 3 or 4 minutes later. We went up about 200 and something points. By the time I came back, I was like, what is going on there? And then I just like figure it out tomorrow. So then I looked and see what happened. All Trump was saying was like, you know, the war is going ahead of schedule, blah, blah, blah. And I had the first thought in my head was like, well, Trump doesn't decide the end of a war. You know, his tweets are necessarily like, you know, canon when it comes to, I mean, it may decide, you know, our part as a belligerent in the war, but it won't decide our participation in this war because the other side can continuously draw us in and fight each other. So I don't think that, you know, the market's not being scared because we're going to fight people. The market's being scared because the people that are being fought with have nuclear warheads. And so, you know, the idea is that no matter how good you trade, sometimes some bullshit will get you. But it's not a big deal, you know. This is just where I was a week and a half ago, so I just gotta take a step back and get back into it. But that being said, that can be what happened. And the moment I leave my computer for, you know, 5 freaking minutes and come back upstairs, I'm like, whatever. But I did have another delivery, which is kind of funny. I saw these on Amazon, these Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs. They were like, oh, they're kind of like soda. When you eat them, they kind of fizzle in your mouth. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And they kind of do, like a little soda. And I ordered a box of Tic Tacs, but I wasn't paying attention to the price or to whatever. I didn't just order like a box of Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs. I ordered a case of them on accident. So I accidentally spent 30 bucks on Tic Tacs because I've got like a case of like 12 of these things. And IDOC was like, what is that? I was like, oh, I ordered some candy. I was reading online, so I was like, they're really good. So now I've got like 12 boxes of these things. What I'm gonna do with them? So her and I were like doing a jigsaw puzzle last night, like slamming Tic Tacs. We're like, we need to give these away as gifts. So maybe I'll order them away. I swear I thought I ordered 1 box, but I must have ordered 1 case. That's how much I don't pay attention. I'm like, oh, this is good. And I hit the buy now button, just check out. I broke my own rules. Well, I didn't break my own rules. What I did do was step away from the computer without putting a stop in, and just that literal moment in time. And it's weird because, you know, that's the kind of thing, that's the rule. Don't not put a stop in whenever you leave the computer. But in my brain is like in the rush of it, I'm like, oh, let me grab the flowers real quick. And it just literally 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Didn't know Trump was going to be saying anything that's going to move the market at that moment. So, but it's just part of what happens when you're in this kind of environment. So you have to be careful, you know, don't not pay attention. Let me be a lesson for that. But it just takes me back like a week and a half, and maybe it'll take me till April to get to the million now. But I did make some trades last night. On that note, I did take my fund index. I'm up about 26K already. I've got another one of my TPT accounts hit max profit 10K again. Yesterday, I think I had 1 or 2 of them that hit 10K as well. So just maxing those guys out. Yeah. And a birch stub is still, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I'm just sitting here and it's like ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. I'm like, what the heck is going on? My dog's freaking out. I'm thinking, okay. Normally delivery people aren't so adamant about like making sure you get it, but it was flowers that then have a vase. So they're really nice to get flowers. They were actually from the, our business partner, or not our business partner, our franchise partner. So, is a congratulations for signing the paperwork with them. And we're like, oh, that's so crazy. Any pictures of the most expensive flowers ever? Oh yeah, I'll show you guys real quick. Hold on. I'll find out a cool picture of it. But I did do the right thing the minute it happened. I just was everything out. I was like, okay, get this. But the funny thing is, the moment that Trump ever does something like that, that's exactly what happens. So you have to be careful when being in any kind of trade, especially a short side. Let me load this up, show the pictures. Come on. Instagram on the web is like absolute. Hold on. She doxed herself in this, so I'll get you guys a better photo later. Let me see if I can get one here. This is where I was a week ago, 400 something K, so I'll just be right there again. But I did have like 3 back-to-back, like 60, 80, 100K sort of days, so it'll be quick. Hopefully, as long as we get a string of bad luck here. Let me load this up. But yeah, when Trump is talking and something like that happens, don't try to short into it at all. Like when he says something and it pops, like I told you guys yesterday, it's like the moment that happens, it goes up. Don't try to fight it either. If you take the loss on that, just get out of the way as quick as you can. There's not going to be a Trump tweet something that goes up and sells off. That's not. We've been trading long enough to know that. Okay, let me put this in here. Oops. Okay, hold on. All right, put that in here. We'll talk about today's market. I think today we might, like, as much as I think that this changed the dynamic, I don't think that it did. Volatility starting to pick up. These are the roses. They're like, I forgot what they're called, Ecuadorian or something. There's an I don't know. Is it Ecuador or Peruvian? There's the name of them. They're Ecuadorian roses, and they are. It is I think she said it's 100. I didn't go count them, but the things are literally like 4 feet tall. Yeah. And I was like, the lady that was holding them with 2 hands, and like the stems are on the ground and the flowers in front of her face. The thing is massive. Like I'm holding it like this, and then I was like, did IDOX send me flowers? I was like, she's on this flowers kick lately, and I was like, did IDOX send me flowers? So it's kind of like what's going on there. And I don't know what's going on with my data feeds here because it's not showing the latest stuff. Let's talk about it. Anyways, back to what I'm saying with what Trump said. You know, Trump doesn't dictate the course of the war. His conversation just squeeze out all the shorts, so I think other people can jump in. I think that, you know, the ultimate of this is that today we'll just trade off what happened yesterday. I don't know why my data is not bringing up. There it is. Okay, I should refresh. That changes that. All right, so we are close to yesterday's close, and I do think that, like I said, I think that today probably sells off most, if not all, of yesterday, and I kind of want to engage in that. Ecuador. They had the best flowers and roses. This is what I was told. My goal last night was to short at about 25, 050, 0100 to bet on the market just not really reversing because Trump said we're ahead of schedule in the war. Us being in the war was not the majority of the reason that caused the panic. It's mostly the people we're at war with. You know, we're you know, we've done all kind of campaigns and bombings and stuff. It's not the act of war that made the market fearful. It's Iran that made that market fearful, right? And it's like, in this environment, is Trump's commentary enough to change the pace of the stock market? And the answer is I don't think so. I don't think he decides that things are going to be fine and then we're ahead of schedule doesn't mean that it ends anytime soon. So this very well could either like push up further, right, and keep going off of the news. But the minute we get another bombing, we're back to being down. So like that's the one thing that can happen. Just essentially, if the market is no longer selling off today, it's going to trickle up until the very first big ass event. And then whatever happens, you're going to be in a long because you think it's going up. And then the market's just going to sell off as hard as it rallied there. Probably even harder back down to this area because of whatever campaign that happens. Like if Trump's like, yeah, things are going to ahead of schedule, then all of a sudden so-and-so launches 50 missiles at so-and-so, and then all of a sudden the market's back down. I think that's what's going to happen. But if we do recover today, and before that happens, I think that the very likelihood of what happens today is that we just bleed all the way all of this back out, back to this area here. If the volatility continues to go higher, that's probably the potential path. I'm not going to be chasing a short or trying to short, but I'm still in that same mindset that Trump's commentary, just like on April 10th, we had the big rally off of the news that he said, we got a plan to work things out. And then the very next day it sold off really hard before it rallied. This could be kind of the same effect. So if they de-escalate, that's kind of cool. But I mean, who's going to be the party that de-escalates? There's so many missing pieces there. Number one is they don't have a leader, right? Like who's the leader right now? Who's the person that could said, yeah, guys, we're cool. We're gonna stay on the sidelines, right? Who's actually calling the shots in the military? They've killed all the leaders and they keep seeming to appoint a new one. Like who? It's over whenever somebody's put in command that's gonna sit at the table and work it out. Unless his son was chosen, but I keep hearing that his son is. I don't know what to believe. People say the son is killed. The son is not killed. Nobody knows. Like I said, we don't know what the campaign is going to be. The idea is, as Trump mentioned yesterday, he has a leader in mind or something like that. So it's propaganda. I don't believe anything. No, I don't believe anything. Don't say, do I believe that? I don't. How can I believe something is or isn't true? I have no idea, and I'm not over there. So I'm saying is that Trump's commentary yesterday doesn't seem to imply we're going to work with his son to fix things out. He said something along the lines of, I have a leader in mind, which means the son better be hiding out in a bunker. All right, let's go back to his commentary. So let me go back to what Trump said. It doesn't really coincide with we're gonna work with Khomeini's son, right? Let me read what I read. He said something along the lines of, I have somebody in mind to replace Khomeini, but that did not elaborate. That's what he said. The call lasted about hours, constructive, businesslike, and frank. Oh, that's Kremlin. Sorry. That's Trump and Putin. Yeah, when somebody said he's like, I have somebody in mind to replace Khomeini. So you know what I'm saying? If the original goal was to replace Khomeini and there's another Khomeini in there, they share the same last name. So Trump has somebody in mind that is not the son. So when you think about it, does that really mean that the campaign is over? As a trader, that's what I'm trying to guess, right? So the point is that today we're not rallying like we're recovering. Today the market, I believe, is probably going to go back to where we were. You guys Jared in mind? Jared from Subway? Who's Jared? Not Yahoo in mind. Yeah, the war is clearly not over, as Madden said. Yeah, so Wall Street's response was kind of like pricing in like the war was over. So my response today is that we're to just trade it right back down to where we were. Jared is the son-in-law. Oh, I thought you were making a joke. So our goal, wait, what's son-in-law? What about Epstein? You guys are so funny. How about P. Diddy? I mean, I think he would be a great choice. Okay. Let's mark our chart up really quick. So it's very possible that we just sell off pretty much everything that we gained yesterday. Because the commentary does not imply anything's changed. I think they just bought an opportunity for his Wall Street friends to get in on a short. Did we tap that red line last night? Yes, we did. Okay. Just marking on my chart for levels here. We'll check the S&P. Oops. Like I think today that we're back. Like we're gonna erase this today. Yeah. I don't think he has the power to control our involvement as much as he can say, we're not going to go there. We're going there. Right. And the goals in the world are, despite what he says, if they keep pushing against Israel, then we'll keep fighting. I mean, I feel like this is one of those times where Trump's commentary isn't going to match what we see. His commentary was not like it's ending. It's more like we're ahead of schedule. But we still have a destabilized potential nation to deal with that's very aggressive and angry towards us. And hopefully they've got the message and they slow down. But when he said, I have somebody in mind to replace Khomeini, but he did not elaborate. So when you read him or hear him say that, Khomeini's son, who is, temporarily or appointed leader, maybe he's temporary, whatever, clearly Trump didn't say, he said the last name that they both share. So clearly the son is not the idea of who Trump wants in power. So when I think about it, I say, well, we're still going to be campaigning. And within a week, you're going to see the headlines of he's gone too. All right. So my bias today, this is what I'm saying my bias is. My bias today is that because we're not done knocking leaders out of that country, that we're going to sell off pretty much everything that we gained yesterday. So whatever little pop that we had to kind of like start the day off or to end the day off, I think is going to probably just get rid of the whole thing today. 67.48. I'm writing some levels here for you. 67.48. And 777. Okay. Wall Street's kind of pricing in the idea that Trump's commentary is sort of like ending the conflict. But when you piece together the pieces, there is no hint that anything's going to change. So keep your eye on the VIX today. This daylight savings time is like completely made me tired. I'm not caught up with the right time frame just yet. Keep an eye out on VIX. If we open up and the VIX immediately shoots and we open up, the market immediately tanks. Bitcoin is up, gold is up, oil in the overnight is down another 6%. So like the market is literally trading like this war is over. I think I know better than to believe that. And I think that whatever we get today, if you want my opinion, 25,100. I mean, I think that that's entirely possible. And if we are bullish, then we do that. Does that make sense? That's what I think we're gonna get. If y'all missed the story, no, I put a short on the market yesterday and I got a delivery for some flowers. I put in a short like right here just to hang on to it, and I got a delivery, and I left my computer literally for like 5 minutes, and I came back and Trump had said something. So the craziest thing was normally when it just popped, 30, 40 points, I would have taken a hit, but it went up like 200 points. So I didn't have a stop loss in, but normally I would if I leave my computer, but I had that sort of, I'm going to run downstairs, who keeps ringing my doorbell, and then come back. I showed you guys the pictures of the flowers. We got flowers from our franchisor for signing the paperwork. And the world's most expensive flowers. These things are like 4 feet tall. I'm not kidding. They're huge. And so it was like 100 roses. At this, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was iDoc. Yeah, but it's like I just basically gave back like the last 3 days of gains. So, because I had climbed so quickly. The last 3 days I was having like 50, 70, 90K days, I think is what I had. So, or 50, 70, and not 90, 50, 70, and I think another 50. So, but either case, this is what can happen in this environment. There's no skill-based thing that can change that. You just get caught off guard with some bullshit, and so you have to forget about it and move on. That's why I'm not even really harping about it. But by the end of the day, I mean, I was up by the end of the day. I was up a whole lot. And then I was like, I think that, we're continuing to, by the end of the day, that we're going to be in the bear zone because the war's still going on. And that's what I had set up for, was that we were going to close in the bear zone, that trade I was telling you guys I was going to do. And then I literally leave the computer for 5 minutes, come back, and we're up 200 points. Same thing as that damn haircut I had. It's like the minute you're just not paying attention, market moves up. Updated levels in Rockscooter. Oh yeah, let me put in the dynamics really quick. Hold on. I think we pop and drop today. I think we give back most of what we got yesterday. That's just me speculating, but I don't think that. Okay, let me draw these slightly offset to each other. Okay, let me just delete the red line because we know that there's a red line there. 775, that way they don't overlap. Make a weird color. And this is 65. Guys, hit the like button really quick while you're here. Get ready to get going. I think anything that pops to like this area right here, I'd be willing to fade it back down. Well, what happened was I'm sitting here and then it's like, I hear ding dong and I'm just sitting here. I'm like, ding dong. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding, ruff, 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 ruff. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on there? I look out the window. I can't see. I'm like, there's a car out front, but ding dong, ding dong. I'm like, I open the door. She's like, there's a delivery. She's holding these flowers like this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And like grab these flowers. I'm like, thank you. She's like, can I get a picture for the delivery? And I'm like, and she's like, hold on. Can I get the picture of the whole thing? Hold on. Can you open the door? And I'm like, the dog's trying to run out. I'm like, hold on. I'm like trying to lean out. I'm like, okay. She's like, okay, hold on. Wait, hold still. Hold still. Okay, wait, I gotta get, okay. Well, hold on. Wait. Oh, I need to get it with your door. That way they, okay, perfect. Hey, thank you. And like Pickle's trying to run out. And I'm like, ah. I got like these giant flowers. I'm like texting Ida. I'm like, we got this huge delivery, and I go set the flowers down. Then I walk back upstairs. And upstairs, the market's up 250 points, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So that's exactly how it happened. But yeah. See, I missed the story. So I just gave back like 3 days of gains, no big deal. So we'll keep going at it. Remember, I was at like 400, 500 like over a week ago, so. Here's what you guys could talk about today. I got an idea. How about don't worry about what's going on with my account? Y'all just worry about what's going on with your own. This is very important, like when it comes to just chilling. Everyone wants to ask me what's going on, Just want you guys just focus on what y'all are doing today. That'll make it a little bit easier. I know, because I'll be explaining it all day. I'm not worried. I'll make it back in a week. So y'all don't worry about me. Y'all more worried about it than I am. But it happens, right? It's not a skill-based thing. It's just Trump tweeted something I simply from computer. It's just one of those simple mistakes that would happen to anybody. But when I got back, I was like, I didn't even worry about what it was. I just closed it out. I was like, I'm out. You run 200 something points on 25 contracts, trying to get your ass handed to you. It'll move 200 points again today. Yeah, 100%. So on today, I'm shorting all of this back out today. So we're gonna double check where the monthly maps are, but if things haven't changed, they're gonna be at the same little spot. Let me delete the catalyst lines. So let's work our way back into this area. So yeah, this is where we were. Bear zone top was about here. So if the war is still going on, I believe we're back below here. Today. So we're opening at 6,800, and then we are opening at 6,801 is the close, and we're opening close to about 6,800 as well. Barely a gap up. So, barely a gap up on Nasdaq, a little bit of a gap down on S&P. We're opening up in 3 minutes. So my thought is inside of here is that this right here is about the high that I'm looking for. And like I said, if we pop, that's one thing. I want to believe that we get rid of everything that we gained off of that tweet, because off of that commentary, not the tweet. He was talking on, I think it was like CNBC or CNN or something. What some news channel? Always get the CBS. Sorry, why did I say CNBC? He wouldn't. It was CBS. My bad. He was talking and he said something along the lines of, "We're ahead of schedule. I have somebody in mind to replace the leader," but then elaborate on that. And so essentially that's all that it was that we'd be going higher off of that news. I've been through this before. I know that that isn't trustworthy. And as an end to this conflict, so it's pretty easy to believe that we're just going to give all of that back for the most part. Reminds me of the tariff trades. The tariff trade, remember what we had was when he said, you know, we're going to meet with Europe and make a deal, yada, yada, like, you know, and essentially the market went up like 10% in a day. And then the next day it gave back like 6%, and then it continued to rally. Even on something like that, you know, when Trump says something and we get a big burst, usually, unless there's like a follow through, the very next day, the market traditionally has sold off all of that news. So essentially my belief would that we would be below DD band again here by the end of the day today. So overnight, I followed through on some long trades off of MHP. So from here, that's where I made all of that last night. So I actually bought the dip and just traded through there. Not through here, sorry, through here. We are opening flat, so be careful because resilience and arbitrage are going to be sort of like choppy all day today. I definitely want to fade this back down to lower band, but we'll see what the data looks like. Bear zone should be about where this gray line is, and like I said, if the worst continue to go on, I think that's where we end up. Let me get this real quick. All right. See, we get our pockets out here. I'm going to try to take a short from about 80, somewhere in here. Wait for pockets to come through. Let's get that data coming out. Over here. Resilience is negative. Resilience is negative. Bull long up, which is good. Illiquidity pocket S&P. Okay, let's see what DD ratio comes out to be. Gonna flip flop on resilience a little bit. Let's see if I'm right. I'm gonna see if the resilience turns around and comes down. It's gonna be a little choppy today. With S&P resilience being positive, half gap could support and continue to go up to 68.27 if I am wrong. So we'll see what happens here. My thought is that we don't break out, but maybe I'm reading this wrong. We'll see. Worst case scenario, we go up to DD band and then it fades. But my belief is that we don't break through highs of the morning. Okay, let's see what happens here. Resilience is very positive, actually. It's really strong. Let's see, about 80 was going to be my resistance target to short from. I really need to, like, zoom in here. Seeing if VIX can bounce here today, this bottom area here. I'm just building it. I'm building in here. Just building in here. Oh shit. Yeah, I got in closer to 35. Yeah. I didn't hit it hard enough. I'm still waiting for it to go higher. I want to get my position close to 80. My first was on the initial bump at 30. And then once it goes above 80, that area, I want to get in closer to 80. Which means I usually let it overshoot. That's why I didn't add much there. I like to let it overshoot so I can essentially build my target there. But 80 was my reversal high. Yeah, it might overshoot there. So my target today, like I said, depending on how things turn out, my target today is at minimum. Hopefully we go down to here, we bounce, and then we fight there. And then if conditions change, we can break. I'm not believing none of the evidence telling me that happening, but I'd like to say that there's going to be an over response to Trump's commentary changing the course of the market. So bear zone will be here. Bigger bear zone right at MHP, and on the S&P it'll be here as well. We go here. Oh, it's way down there. I've hit 10K profit already on one of my TPT accounts overnight. I'm gonna try to hit on a couple others. All right, so positive resilience and it being very close to it's 16. So when resilience, when you're opening flat, we want to see this resilience number greater than 50 or less than 50. You want to see it like really big. It's not big enough really until it's about 50 for me to really trust the signal. So it looks like it's failing the sell-off. I really want to see it move quicker. I don't think it's happening. Let me double check some stocks, Nvidia. Let me see what's going on there. But this is just my intuition on what we've seen before with these kind of like Trump move catalysts. Amazon, Apple, stable. Platform's a little slow here. Meta, good. Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft's looking really bad. Tesla, kind of okay. No, not so bad, but not great either. Let's double check Nvidia again. Let me get those numbers fresh in my head. Bull long up, but with 180 as support. So, you know, the market does interact with these. It'd be kind of nice. Google. Bullish, but with support underneath it. Bullish with support underneath it. Oops, ABGO. Bullish with support underneath it. I'd like to see all the stocks return to their supports. That's kind of my goal today. To see that. Volatility is starting to pick up a little tiny bit. Oil is down about 7%, back down to $88. Gold is trading up, and Bitcoin is also up but selling off. So hopefully we're back to crazy liquidity crisis. Like I said, we had this huge, giant up day yesterday. I think that today my goal is to see us interact with it, with the area down in here. I'd like to see a lower DD band at least. That would be, I know it's 400 points away, but that'd be kind of nice to see it. Oops, sorry. I'm just seeing scroll. There we go. All right. My charts look so plain. Yeah, so huge gap up, right? Or not gap up, sorry, huge trade up yesterday. And we're way above where all the support pivots are. So the market is just kind of like sitting up in no man's land. The question is, do we have a gap and go or not? And that's what we're looking for. So Nasdaq is completely opening flat. So with negative ARB, that's a decent sign. Like I said, my belief is that we just fade off everything that happened yesterday. But not like crash the market, but like fall to get rid of the candle. Oops. But to fall to get rid of the candle that we took off of the Trump conversation. So essentially here, like we fall to MHP today. For whatever reason, this didn't change the course of anything. This is just, you know, we're kind of in the same boat. So whether it's today or tomorrow, I feel like we want to bleed out and return to that to make it a non-event. So the non-event point would be an MHP. So we'll see how that turns out. The volatility to pick right back up. I think just Trump for enough to give all his buddies a place to short from. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. I'm extremely tired. I went to bed at a normal hour last night, but man, I'm just tired for some reason. The daylight savings time has messed up my biological clock. All right. One of my TPT accounts is at $10,000 again. Two of them are. Good deal, good deal. All right. Nasdaq's definitely moving a lot slower. Got some good intuition there, baby. These are still going. I got, so, 2 of my TPT accounts right now. One of them's at 10, one of them's at 9,800. 22,000 here. Not a bad recovery day. My intuition was good on this. Let's get all the way back. Hold it down to the bottom. MHP will be the first bounce on the S&P, so let's see what happens here. Liquidity pocket's going to also try to bounce. 84 DD ratio is going to be something that's going to try to fight. Said we'll see what happens here. Going to be a bounce here. Look at that. It's all over the place. No way we turned bullish off of yesterday's commentary. Oil down to another $8. Yeah, over last night. Yeah, it was 100%. It's bull zone support. No way. Come on, market, die today. Let's see if my intuition's right. Problem is there's a really strong liquidity pocket here, so it's going to be hard to bet that it breaks through it. We've got A+ support here, A+ support here. My thought would be we'd interact with this to test the dynamic of the overall monthly structure here, but we're trying to hold it up here for another day. Technically speaking, my A+ setup would be to long from here. From here, though, bull zone is also an A+. I just don't trust such a... I don't trust this yet. I'd like to see... Like, if the market is like, just kidding, we're not bearish anymore, like, why wouldn't it test monthly hedge for sure? It's so close. But this is all A+ cluster pivot here, so it's going to be hard to bet that we break through it. A+, A+, A+. So watching these conditions here, I want to see that if this white line goes below 0, that'll support the position. The fact that resilience is positive, though, is not supporting the position. But we'll see how this turns out. It's gonna try to hold here. It's gonna be really tight. Like post-tariff market after the Trump conversation, market flew up, and then we bled the whole thing out the next day. Like, essentially not the whole thing, but this candle, like, is this really changing the dynamic of the war? I don't know. My bet is that it's not, that maybe not today, it'll be tomorrow. That area is reclaimed. Go back to the start of the stream, you'll hear the story. I got a delivery at like literally a minute or two before Trump started talking. I left my computer just for a couple minutes. I got flower delivery. I came back. The Nasdaq had gone up 200 points. I ran downstairs very quickly to just open the door, see who kept ringing my doorbell. You know, it's 30 minutes till market closes or whatever. Didn't think anything was gonna happen. Didn't leave a stop. Nothing. Just ran downstairs. That's your delivery guy. It just happens. You know, again, even if you leave the computer to take a piss, leave beside a stop, right? Especially in this environment. But it happens. I don't worry about it. I'll be back there in another, hopefully, week or two. Flat days are really hard to gauge, though. Be very careful. We're not opening with any significant amount of gap. S&P resilience is now finally going negative, finally a little bit. So it will show there's pressure. So any pop inside of here with negative resilience is a short back down to here. I've got a medium-sized position. I'd like to hit it harder on the case that we continue to build that selling pressure. I'd like to get my entry closer to 80, which is why I'm not adding to it here. We go to like 100, 120, that's when we'll hit it pretty hard. I think that we close below 80 today. You can't really, and the thing is that it's not skill-based thing that leads to stuff like that. It's just luck and timing. I mean, it's the, well, lack of, you know, like preparedness, but that happens to anybody. Basically, get back like the last 3 days of gains, which are pretty big. But I was growing like a freaking weed in this account, man. It was just going up and up and up and up and up. So, reality check there is good. No evidence that we're selling off yet. Nothing's building up for it. But we'll check the stocks one more time. See how things are looking out there. Nvidia's moving up a little bit. EVGO's moving up a little bit. Amazon flatted open. Apple slightly up above open at half gap. Microsoft down. Meta gap and go and a BLU. Wow, Meta's really strong today. That's interesting. Tesla has MHP resistance right here. 405. Keep an eye out if Tesla breaks through that, can create some upward momentum. Some, you know, you get those MHP breaks, creates a big push up. Google should have sold off. Should have sold off by now if it was going to happen. Come on, market. Things are pretty strong. But I know my Trump and I know my Wall Street. We'll take the less probable bet. We'll bet we can take the structure bet. But unless it just keeps going slightly higher and higher, what's going to happen is the moment that bombs start going off again, red candles. Monthly maps, yeah, everything just magically turned bullish overnight. So we'll see. Ah. No more betting on more bombs. That's what I feel like what's going to happen is that the commentary almost, you know, prices in the idea that the conflict will be over soon. But unless there's an actual ceasefire or a meeting for something like that. Remember I told you guys, the minute Trump says the word ceasefire, market goes straight up. But the market overreacted to commentary from yesterday. That did not imply anything of the sort. And yesterday's consolidation on that event, we were trading above that. There's in my mind, there's no reason we close above here today. We need to erase a lot of this, if not all of it. That's just me for today. We'll see. But the war is still going to go on at full speed. So S&P resilience is now negative. This is what I was thinking we would see. Supporting the setup. Good deal. All right. Let me double check we don't have any additional red lines to play with. Chat, what are you guys doing? Y'all shorting? Y'all playing this? Y'all longing? What are y'all doing? I want to know. I get delivery guy a $200 200K tip. Oh, they're so funny. I have a weird feeling today. Like I feel like I might be getting sick or something. I feel off, like up here. My nose is a little stuffy. I feel a little dizzy. Maybe daylight savings time is like fucked with my internal clock a little bit. I've made, so this is 20. I made 30K on my TBT accounts and another 10K on my Fund and X accounts. I'm up. We got 25 going on this trade here. I did see my kid over the weekend, and he was having allergies and sick, so maybe I'm catching some of it. Well, let's find them lower lows. Don't be trying to rally here. Don't be trying to rally here. Come on. Market, you know you want to die today. Market, please, will you die today? At least MHP taps could happen. Good. Resilience just dunked to -30 on S&P. Google and Amazon and Apple both have half gap cross downs. Let's load up Google. Google, both of the flags just turned red on Google. Yeah, Google's down. Freaking slow crawl to the million, baby. Again, the smart thing is to take profit here, and then chase the breakout. Or should I just hold till the end of the day? What do you guys think? At least to 752. That's where bear zone top is. I have a kiddo. Yeah, I have a kiddo. He's about to turn 8. He's a little math nerd like his dad. First time he beat me in chess, he was 5. Is he familiar with the 6-7 meme? No. Oh, actually, maybe. He watches a lot of YouTube. That's where kids learn everything these days, is YouTube. It's the craziest thing. I mean, I know you guys watch a streamer who trades, but all kids want to do, like, he doesn't even like to play video games. He likes to watch people play video games. He sometimes will pick up a Switch and start playing. But he really just likes to watch other people play games. He plays all the Roblox games. That's kind of his thing. He's always like spending money on these little add-ons and shit for these games. They're like homemade Roblox games, and they're also goofy. Kids get their intelligence from their mom's side. Oh, that's funny. His mom is also very smart. She's very, very, very gifted lady. All right. Should I take the profit at the expected bounce point? What do you guys think? Or hold through it? Or hold through it? Does he watch the stream? Nah, he didn't watch trading. Hold through it. Take some profit. All right, I'll hold on to 6. Exactly what I thought was going to happen happens. Going to try to sell. I'm curious what's going to hold here. Let me lock that in, and then I'll try it one more time on the if it bounces up to here, I'll try one more time. Conditions are still good. That resilience bounced really fucking hard right there. Okay, I'll lock that in. That's 32 72k today. That's a bounce back. I'm about to take a huge payout from take profit. 420 is the sign, yeah. God, I'm so scared to, like, dude, after yesterday, I almost didn't want to trade today, to be honest. I'm fully flat, by the way, on that short. That was really good intuition. And again, it could still keep trading lower. We'll see what happens when it goes back to 25,000. That's that key support level we've been staring at for a little bit. Keep an eye out on Google today. So basically the major players that are moving this today is Google, Nvidia. This is what you want to keep an eye out for. If Google and Nvidia support, that's what happened. Google jumped above half gap. I saw that resilience play move. An MHP break in here. I'm not going to make the bet a second time from the low. If it breaks MHP, I will chase the short with everything I've got to go all the way back down to bear zone. So a 67 break goes down to 7. It's another 50 points in S&P, about 200 something on NASDAQ. Do I want to bet that happens? I'm going to wait and see. To answer the question one more time, I didn't trade during the Trump rally. I had a trade in my pocket. Sorry, I had a trade that I was going to do by the end of the day in my pocket. At the end of the day, I executed the trade, and then I got a delivery. I walked downstairs to pick up some flowers, And I showed you guys a photo of the world's most expensive flowers. And the minute I got back upstairs, the market was up 250 points. So we got a delivery of like 100 red roses. These are the Ecuadorian roses, the world's most prestigious roses. The thing is like 4 feet tall. Dude, those stems literally are like this long. It sits on top of our island, and it takes up almost the entire island. It's huge. So like, I was sitting here, and all of a sudden there was like ding dong. I'll tell you story one more time. Ding dong. I'm like, it's probably Amazon, whatever. Ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. I'm like, the heck? And I go look out the window. There's a truck in the middle of the street. I'm like, something's here. Ding dong, ding dong. I'm like, ah. So I go downstairs. I'm on the 3rd floor. Go downstairs, open the door. Pickle's like, ruff, 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 trying to get out. I'm like trying to keep Pickle in place with my foot. This lady's like, flowers for you, sir. And this is huge, giant, like, and I'm like, I'm holding them. They're literally like this big. They're about maybe 2.5 feet wide. It's 100 freaking roses. And I'm like, thank you. And it's like as tall as my head. And she's like, hold on, wait, let me get a picture. Can you open the door a little bit? And I'm like opening the door. Pickle's trying to get out. I'm holding him back, leaning in so she can take the photo that she delivered it. Anyways, I'm downstairs for like 5 minutes, right? And then I run back upstairs. I didn't throw a stop, and that's the thing. It was literally like right here. I literally go downstairs, and when I come back, it's like here. I lost 250 points. So do the math. Like literally just bad shit luck, and it happens. It's not skill, but it's not lack of preparedness. When you leave your computer, you should always set a stop. Even if you think, oh, it's only gonna be like 3 or 4 minutes. You know, 16 years in the game. Sometimes yeah, it's the perfect storm of stupid shit. So was it 260 points? Oops. Yeah, do the math there. It wasn't a land shark with a candy gram. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm glad I closed out where I did, which was kind of the smart thing to do. Let's double check what we have at this moment in time. I did take profits there, fully locked in 32K. Back in the growing path. We'll get, like I said, we'll get back to there. I was advancing at a really accelerated pace. But I am having a very good time today. I've had all my trades, no downside, no negatives. That's good. That's good. That's good. Please go down on me. Actually, like, let me play. These are the original. The early AI songs all had this like generic 80s rock sound to them. Bad luck is real. It happens. I'm not sweating over it. I know I'll be fine. But it just sucks, and that's the only thing you really say about it. Nothing skill based there, just stepping away at the wrong time. And so the first thing I did when I noticed, I would just close out. I didn't even try to fight it further or try to revenge trade it. Anytime you lose on a risk interval or that amount on a catalyst, you just close out. You just don't even try to fight it. And MHP bounce is pretty strong there. What I want to do is see what happens. Again, if the S&P with negative ARB, if S&P does somehow decide to try to pop again one more time, I'll frame the second short there. Otherwise, I'll wait for the break, and the minute we're breaking, like a second interaction, I'll take it. My intuition was right that we would be trying to get rid of most of this. Now, the interaction point is right down here. To make this fully a non-event would be down here at 675. Draw like a little circle on the chart from there. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. So essentially MHP, like this is the area that I'm looking for. This is where I closed out a second ago. I'm waiting to see if there is an MHP break. Again, everything right now looks really strong, at least support-wise on the S&P, which is why you see how it bounced right there and came right back down. It's crazy because we're so volatile, it's not even drawn to scale. When I shrink it down, it looks like it's more than it is. So I gotta kind of like zoom in because my intuition was right here. All right, should I? In case the MHP break. Israel war news coming out. Yeah, like I said, Trump's commentary didn't change anything. That's why I'm shorting right out the door. We need Tech Trader back to write us some more music. Let me put a small position on here. Medium position here. Let me take, like I said, I'm gonna trade a bigger range. Let me see if I can take the break. See if we get MHP res is not bearish enough, but this is the very rare instance that you'll see me shorting around a low. It's to bet on an MHP break, which is not the stronger bet, it's the weaker bet. It's like a 25% bet here, but that we reject through there now. Basically getting back into a smaller version of the position I had earlier. Just a smaller with 10, something small. Relative. This is still testing at the lows. A lot of technical traders holding up in here. A little bit of support in that area. But I think this MHP break is, like I said, if it falls quick, which is good. If we pop back up to bull zone, I'll probably hit it with like 30 or 40. I'm ready for it. 10 is a starter in case it falls, 40 in case it bumps. The levels are based off of options. So some of them are based off the ETF options. Some of them are based on futures mechanics. They'll consult with Washington when the time is right. Look, all I'm saying is that it seems to be Washington's idea is to get rid of the religious rulers and install like a democracy sort of thing. I think is their ultimate goal. Like get rid of the people who are more radical and then install people who are more Western minded, I guess. No, hold on. So it leads me to believe that whatever we're seeming to trying to accomplish is not even close to being done. Oil prices are pricing in like that the war ended yesterday. It's crazy. I think that this is a dip to buy in oil. All things being considered. This is the strong support pivot, so opportunistic bulls, this is your pivot. Like this is your bull pivot if you're a bull. Now the question is, how good is structure going to be in the middle of this sort of like argument as to when is the war going to be over? The way that I feel is that it would be a surprise to me if it ended anytime this month. I'd like to think something like this will take at least a month to resolve at quickest. But that's just my thought. Well, I mean, the thing that you have to think of it is this. It's Trump wants to end things, right? But that question that I posed to everybody yesterday is, Trump really doesn't control when this ends. It's not like the other side is like, oh, please stop. And he's like, okay, we're done. They're like, thank you for stopping. Okay, let's get back to negotiating. The other side is like, they'd rather starve to death than give up. Like, they'll fight till the death, right? The other side gets to control when it ends, not Trump's commentary on CBS. That's my thought to post to the community here. Am I making sense? It's like Trump doesn't decide. I mean, the people we're fighting against are not people that are ready to negotiate. It's in reality, Iran decides when it ends. This is kind of how it goes. Israel doesn't decide. We don't decide. Think about who's fighting, right? So the question is, just because we think it's over, the minute we turn our backs, they're back to bombing each other. It's not going to end anytime soon. So as a trader, like, we're not thinking politics here. We're thinking as traders, right? We got to gauge Wall Street. Wall Street overreacted to bullshit yesterday. Trump's commentary was absolute bullshit. It's squeezing every short so his, like, his buddies can get in and sell at the top. We've been through this before, guys. This is why you watch the stream. This is the reality of what you got. Negative R, minus 15 on Nasdaq. It's the lowest it's been all day, which is pretty good. I like seeing that. Negative resilience, exactly what I thought we would see. Stocks would gap up and sell off. This is what I thought we would see. Yeah, a little bit of audacity there, or not audacity. I would say it's not Trump. Trump just is saying, yeah, we're ahead of schedule. That's all he said. We're ahead of schedule. Wall Street is pricing in the idea that Trump just pushed a button and we're done, and that's not really how it's going to end, right? You need to hear the words ceasefire. You need to hear those words coming from Israel. You need to hear those words coming from Trump and Israel together, like we're agreeing to a ceasefire. Because in reality, it's a war between Israel and Iran. This is who's really fighting. Our participation is the only thing Trump can control. And in reality, does he really control that? It seems like as long as they're going to be fighting each other, we'll be over there. So it really, the limiting factor is Iran. And with them switching leaders every 5 minutes, it's going to be hard to see who's actually at the negotiation table, who's calling the shots, who can make that call. Because of that logistical nightmare, it's kind of like, who's really the boss, right? Who controls the military at this point? And is it going to happen quick? The messiness leads me to believe there's not a quick resolve, and that's my thought. Does this make sense, everybody that's kind of here listening? My thought. From Wall Street perspective, it would be very naive to assume that anything is going to change based on yesterday's commentary. It's really, you have to understand the people that are fighting. We're not in control of this, right? So who cares what Trump says? It's not going to change a damn thing. It'll limit our participation, but at this point, we're not just going to pull out tomorrow. It's kind of my thought. Why do I need a ceasefire? No, not why I need a ceasefire. Remember, I don't talk about commentary like I care or I need something. Whatever's going on the other side of the world, it's not my concern. Right now, my concern is the stock market, right? My job on the stream is not a political commentary. I don't need a ceasefire. It's not... the market needs a ceasefire to really be bullish off of the war news. Because the history of how Wall Street responds to these kind of things, you need people to agree to stop fighting for it to really be a believable bullish run. Yeah, so it's just history. I've traded long enough through enough of these sort of conflicts back. Remember back in, I don't know, was it September or something of last year? There were the threats between Israel and Iran, that the market was kind of like shaken up for like a month because of the threats of possible war. Now they're actually fighting each other and killing leaders and stuff. How would that be a shorter Wall Street response than the threat was a month ago? You know what I mean? Or sorry, a year ago. Just the threats they might possibly go fighting each other was enough to turn the bull market sideways for a month. So you really, like, once things kick off, the commentary is going to make the market just flip-flop all over the place. But you don't you don't see Wall Street's trying to price in the idea that there could be a ceasefire, but you don't see the actual full follow through bullish response. You know, 10-20% gain in the market, back to bull markets, back to highs, until you see an actual agreement for it to be over, or a rumor that there's an agreement, like a meeting to make a meeting. Like, the idea that you want to hear in the news is that Trump will say something like, we have agreed to sit down with Iran leaders and Israel's leaders in Geneva, Switzerland, to talk about a peace treaty or something. Those words are what's going to give you your 10% move. Trump might have moved the market a couple percent, saying we're ahead of schedule. But does Wall Street believe that we need a new catalyst? That's my thought. So I was trying to bet on MHP break, which should be the bigger fall for the day. Oh, this is like a giveaway song. That bull structure is definitely holding. Resilience picking up a little bit of steam. We had some stocks starting to move a little bit. Oh, Meta is now gonna MHP break. That's big. See off to the side here. Keep an eye on Meta. So Meta breaking MHP to the downside could be big to the downside as well. Just watch out. But I think we got Nvidia is kind of moving again, second wave up. AVGO trying to find a support. Apple breaking half gap, moving up. Microsoft is down, Meta is down, Tesla is down. Google is down. Actually, Tesla is up, but up and down. So Tesla up and then down. Slightly up. It really feels supportive. But if anything I know about how this market's behaved recently, it's trying to support here. If it's going to support here for another day or two, then whatever. But I mean, at some point, we need to eclipse this, because this is really a non-event. And test this bear zone support on the longer term. If we're bullish, we can test that bear support. Would be kind of nice. Complete flip-flop on the stocks here. I'm gonna sweep a wider range to again bet on the same thing. Same trade as earlier. Let's play the fan knows all song. So negative resilience, S&P half gap resistance, same trade as earlier. As long as this is less than 0. That momentum was crushed pretty quick, and VIX pulled back a whole lot. Market is really trying to support here. White House briefing at 2 p.m. Another end of the day catalyst. DD ratio is really high. Well, yeah, everything gapped up. That's why the DD ratio is high. Everything gapped up in the bull territory. So my belief is that we would need to test that bear support on the longer haul, like an immediate just, you know, flush out. I actually didn't. I was gonna take a big payout from TPT on Friday, but I didn't do it. I wanted to, but I've still been trading a bunch of my accounts up pretty heavily. So maybe by the end of this week, I could take out a bigger payout. I was gonna do 50K on Friday, but I've just been building buffers in these accounts. I had a bunch of back-to-back big days last week, and then this week still the same. I am still some bullish energy today. Keep an eye on resilience. Again, flat days, you really need it to be strong. I was excited to see it get really strong in the -40s, but it's kind of picking up a little bit of steam here. Same trade as earlier. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm just playing a bigger... I'm not scalping this. I'm trying to build a positional move. Allowing a much wider range to trade with. I'm allowing 100-point sweeps rather than my normal 40-point scalping because the candles are so big. There's that 25,000 test. That's the real question. Resilience just went positive. Okay, so we will be filling the gap. S&P 6801, which means Nasdaq is back up to 50 again. Yeah. I'm building a wider sweeping position. I'm fully flat on all the props. Pretty much haven't done anything else here yet. Build a medium position here. So in flat markets, somebody was mentioning it, in flat markets, we don't have any structure or confluence with our structure, sorry. We don't have confluence with our structure unless this number here is above 50 or less than -50. So anything that's in the range of -50 to 50 is just considered noise. I don't have confluence to tell me your support or resistance. So my bet is that we have resistance here. And that if time goes by, we get enough movement in the stocks to basically the stocks have gapped up and that they'll probably sell off. Days like this, you can't trade off of, you can scalp off a structure, but you have to also assume that the market's being driven by fundamental reasons and news reasons. It's going to say fuck your structure. So the idea is fundamentally, what do you believe in the longer term? So some days structure just breaks. If you come in here trying to trade off of candles and VWAPs and EMAs, you're going to have a very, 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 very bad time. Do I get credits with resets? With some of the firms we do, yeah. It just depends on the firm. So some days you have to like trade off a structure. Sometimes you have to say, it's going to be hard to trade off structure today. So my bet today is that structure does fail by the end of the day. But we'll see. And my rules, when I shorted earlier, I closed out here, but as we were approaching it a second time with worsening conditions, I decided to engage in a wider sweeping long because we are just oscillating inside of a larger volatile range. And so my bet is that we close below the open for today. And then hopefully by the end of the day, we have, or by tomorrow, we're back down to here. That's my bet. That's a pretty good song. I'd be willing to take that bet. So up to this area here, I'm willing to make the bigger bet. Back to flat.
They don't understand the grind, only see the shine. Back test game strong, yeah, I put in time. Matt taught the method, now the stars align. Price action.
I want a higher high though, because I want a big position. I just don't want to. I don't want a 20 position. I want a big position.
Discipline first, that's the only way. Big wins, small wins, all gotta play. Rocket scooter up.
100 overshoot, 80 rejection. That's what I want to see. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my phone because I'm only be gone for a minute. If Trump tweets something, I swear to God, I quit.
And numbers don't lie, but emotions do. Fear and greed, man, they cloud your view. Stick to the plan, we gon' see this through. Mac got the blueprint, let me show it to you. Yeah, trade smart, no FOMO, no chase. Money comes slow, but I keep my pace. Bag getting heavy, no time to waste. Rocket scooter, yeah, we set in the space. Yeah, riding we the breakout, volume on the rise. NQ moving, got that fire in my eyes. Never over leverage, gotta strategize. Profits compound, yeah, watch it maximize. Yeah, money moves, but the mindset stay. Discipline first, that's the only way. Big wins, small wins, all gotta play. Rocket scooter up, we don't fade.
All right. But I learned absolutely nothing. No, I had my phone in my hand the whole time, so I'm good there.
They say I'll make it look too easy. We're doing it better than the rest. We're teaching, not preaching. 10 years in the making. They say me and capital are compatible. I'll be wrong from the right place. We're teaching, not preaching. Researching and building. 10 years in the making. They don't see what it takes. They say I'll make it look too easy. They say
I'm very surprised to see the stocks actually pick up some momentum here. No way. Like I said, there's no way that this is the reversal in the market. The bigger one. Let's get up to that area that I want to have. I want to build a position from here. Right there. So whenever you have a volatile market like this, you have to basically not so I have my stop loss rules are expanded. I'm trying a smaller, wider position rather than a like heavier, smaller position. So I'm trying to basically build in a stage. The bet is that structure breaks by the end of the day. And because I've traded enough of this like wartime stuff, my belief is that if not by today, by this week or next week, we're back down to where we were. Normally, a day like this, we would obviously be retesting some of those lows. Not lows, but like before the announcement, like this needs to be tested as support. By the end of the day, my bet would be that we're there. So I'll take one more stab at this. And Israel is going scorched earth. It feels like it, right? Pentagon just said US won't end the war until the enemy is defeated. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. There's not like there's like an immediate end to this. Let's get above 80 though. Let's get to 100. Hey, what's up? Thank you. I'm like really tired. The daylight. Shifted my internal clock around, man. Thanks, babe. All right. One more time. Zydoc walk up 3 flights of stairs to bring me breakfast. Yeah, he does. Oil's back down to 85 today. All right, so this is S&P would be out 68.20, which is a lower high right here is what I'm looking for here. 68.20. That area right there. We're getting close.
Watching you move up and down all night, can't predict your mood. Nothing's ever right till you're sitting quiet, safe beside my bed, but you got me right. Spinning in my head, tell me why. Predictable, everything you're not. You're impossible, irresistible, running way too high, making moves I can't follow.
Clear 100 close below 80. That's what I want to see. That's 891. Let me do this measurement here. Shoot, 145 is a risk interval up here. I did not. That's a full risk interval move. That would create a catalyst effect, so. There's that 100 level that I wanted to see. Oh shit, I had 5s? Oh, I thought I had 2s on here. I'm counting in my head. How the hell did I have positions of 5s here? Okay, let me close down. I'm going to be in 45. 35 is better. I don't know how that switched to 5. I'm like counting in my head, like I should be up to 35 from here at 100. Okay. But so now what I want to see is this is my trade from earlier this morning. I want to see 100 as the resistance, and I want to see us hit 100, pivot down, hit 80, and sell.
Dance, the screen's alive, a polar bear who survived it. Yeah. Fingers twitching, bets collide. The fan keeps blowing, no place to hide. One more trade, the stakes are steep. One more
Yeah, my stop loss today is at 145, where I have that line drawn. I was taking the MHP break with a small position, and then I'm just sweeping the range to get a bigger. I really wanted to trade from up here, so I just waited through it to get this spot here, and then get a little harder. Market go down on me song again? Yeah, let's do it. If we rally today, I'm going to take a vacation for a week and just leave this crap alone. There's no way that we rally today. No way. If we do, I'm very confused and I need to step aside for a little bit. I don't want to be out of sync with the market again. It would be so great to do the million challenge in a non-crazy, non-volatile, non-weird shitty market. Wish me a happy vacation. The saying the market's gonna go up. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, let's see what happens. Should be at 25,000 this next hour. At least that's my bet. That was unusual. Nvidia is also running to highs. This is like another part of this. So Nasdaq and Nvidia look really similar to each other. That was the trigger to get everything going again. This is really where the momentum's coming from. I know I'm right. I'm probably just early though. I might be early by a couple days. I'm probably just crazy. I don't know, like... I just don't have this... Like, I don't have this, And I'd be leaving the biggest trade of the month on the table. I don't want to do that. But I might actually take off for the rest of the day. If this doesn't work out, I'll just call it. And maybe just close everything. I'm done trading my props. I'm not really pushing any heavier on the props yet. I haven't touched these since this morning. Yeah, but it's not that the market, it's not that the structure's not bullish. My bet is that structure completely gets beaten up today. Like after we get, you know, the rallies in, the structure takes a hit. That's my bet. So like this is the area that I wanted to be short in from last night. But this all happened while I was sleeping. So my bet is from here to here. It's top of S&P pocket, which is the end of the move, and then there. Problem is that Nvidia is really picking up a lot of steam. That's kind of where a lot of this momentum is coming from. But Amazon has got monthly hedge pressure there. ABGO has not moved yet. Microsoft. Can I remove dating website ad? Wait, what? There's dating website ad. Wait, where on YouTube? You're getting ads for dating websites? I don't know. I don't control what the ads are, but that was completely unexpected. Okay, so this is the final like end to this. So this area here, Nasdaq 145 is kind of like my stopping point. That's a full risk interval higher, so that's kind of like where I'm looking to bet that the market just spans inside the range. So this is just like a spanned risk range to here. That's what I'm looking for. I wanted to hit 100 to go below 80, but like I measured. I was actually off earlier this morning when I did my calculation. I measured it from the wrong spot. So when I redid it, it was actually 145, not 100. I was off by about 40 points. That's it.
Automated dreams come true. Trading while I sleep, it's what you do. Rocket scooter, smart and sleek. Finding profits that I see.
Yeah, I think that's let me put another song on.
Staring at the screen until
For stopping 145 full risk interval span. This is the one. That's my one. This is my final area of trading. This is where I really wanted to be short from yesterday. 145. So my stop will be around the other, if we break to the other side of this.
making deals under the stars gleam. Rocket power feeling so supreme.
I really hate these news-driven markets. This was like the worst time to try to do a challenge like this. You get this just sort of like just nonsensical movements. Yeah, so if we break 45 with velocity, that's my end. That's my end on this. This is nuts today. So typically you run a risk interval, and then if you break through that, there's a catalyst to the upside. So I'm betting on the catalyst side edge to bet that we don't break out and break through that. If that's the case, I'm just extremely confused about this market. So 116 is the middle of that. All right. I don't know why I calculated the wrong number earlier. I had 100, but I was off by like 40 points. Maybe in my head I was using the old risk interval. 253. Let me double check that one more time. 903. $903 plus 253. Oh wait, 90. Hold on. 253 plus 56, actually? How the hell I keep calculating this wrong? Let me double check one more time. Did I measure this from the wrong place? Oh, I know what I did. It is 53. It is at 53. I did measure it from the wrong place. There it is. That's the answer. Right, that's the place. It is actually at 53, not 45. Shoot, I measured from the wrong spot again. It's 153 is actually where that end is, right there on the edge. That's a risk interval move, and that's where that volume is going to come from. Okay. That's where I'm going to start stopping. All right, I'm done. I'm going to call it a day. Yeah. I'm going to keep myself from trading, so I'm going to close everything down. I'm going to do the lockout button. So I had made like a series of mistakes today in my calculations. What the hell? Okay, so forget that. closing that down. We're going to call that quits. No more trading. And I'm probably just going to get away from this. Boo. I do need a holiday. Well, I can't believe yesterday's flower delivery was such a devastating freaking thing. All right, let's call it music on here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, boy, I misread this market. Stream, please don't die today. Oh, that's the Halloween song. All right, so that's basically it. No more trades for me. I'm done. I am going to. Well, at least I have like 30, 40K in the profit counts. I'll take a 100K payout, big profit on probably Friday. All right, we're gonna call this one. I don't know why I had thought it was at 100. I had mistaken. I must have used the wrong number. I was calculating a risk interval from the bottom, which was like, I did like 5 and then 10. Then I started hitting it pretty hard where I thought the risk interval was, but I had miscalculated it by a whole lot. I would have not made those decisions to long heavier there had I had the right number. So what I did was I measured a risk interval off the bottom, which is usually what you're going to see in kind of like these news-based trading runs, is you're going to run a risk interval, and that's basically it. If this market is completely turned bullish today, I'm a little confused myself. 66.50 from the bottom on S&P. It's going to be, let me do the calc really quick. 67.65. I just hit the wrong button. Plus 66.50. I underestimated the. So 68.31 is the risk interval in the S&P. Did not expect that at all. So my thought was to take a bet from this area to bet that we close down the lows, and maybe it's going to happen today. I don't know, but that was a little much. I was by the end of this yellow line S&P. This is that last kind of like, I think that this is where the resistance actually is, but I'm just kind of tired of playing this one. Yeah, no more for me. That was a very strong move. And I did not expect that at all. Yeah, I misread this one today. Fix this down. Yeah. Yeah, if you're feeling anything, sit out. That's kind of the rule. Yeah, I think I'm going to like an off day today. Maybe I'll try to trade it overnight. Get that same move in the next Euro session. I mean, if we lose 153, maybe I can try to do it again. Big sick S&P up. Not you. Locked out rules. Yeah, exactly. We'll just sit here and listen to jams all day. All right. I need to make a playlist. Let me do that while we're chilling here. How do I make a playlist on here? How do I save this as a playlist? Oh, here we go. All songs. These freaking magnitude. Oh, it is 100%. Second liquidity pocket. One. Again, I'm not bullish this. I know I'm right. I have sober patience for it.
Reaching far beyond. Stream on, stream on, stream on, stream on. Stream yourself a future when the trading day is long. Stream on, stream on, stream on. Man's got the power to make his profits strong.
I have no idea how I miscalculated my risk interval. That was a mistake. I guess just doing too much on the stream was part of it. And I don't know how I had calculated where it was. It was 53. First of all, I miscalculated it twice. I thought it was 45, but it's 53. I grabbed the wrong spot. So normally on a volatile like response like this, the risk interval is about what you span, and if you break through this with volume, it's going to create an upward catalyst. Watch us just melt for the day from here. Part of it. I know I'm right though. Hate the snooze driven crap. Now we're gonna test 80 as support. Sucks. That's the trade I wanted. What's the news? There's no news. There's just it's a response from yesterday's Trump commentary on the war. My bet. Oh, oops. Here. My bet is that the war is not ending anytime soon, and this is just a high to short from. This is a high. This is a high for the month. That's my bet. Maybe I'm missing out on it, maybe not, but like I said, I firmly believe this triangle, this box right here is where we'll be. Maybe even by the end of the day. The pressure, man, the pressure. Anthony, you got to rewind to the beginning of the stream. If people keep asking about it, I left my screen with the short on, and then I came back like 5 minutes later, and that had happened. Just an unfortunate one moment, bad luck incident. Had nothing to do with losing or bad trading or anything. I walked away from the computer. Freaking flower delivery person. Like the universe wanted that to happen to get me that one spot, that one moment. It was yesterday. I stepped away for a little bit to go get flower delivery. And then I came back and Trump was apparently talking. The market was up hundreds of points. Yeah. And it's just like, it just happens. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'll be fine. I get back in sync with the market. It'll just be back on trajectory. Remember, I'm just playing with $100,000. You know, I'm just trying to grow an account. It doesn't, like, at the end of the day, all is said and done, if I were to blow the entire thing up, I mean, that's like a, that's not, that's why I don't think about it as even bother me. I'm trying to do like a rapid challenge to build a really quick $1 million, but this market has not been really nice for that. It's been a little news driven, chip choppy. What happened to the stream numbers? Am I buffering? Did I buffer earlier? I'm still up a lot. Oh yeah. Or 200K or whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even, it doesn't even bother me. I'll get it back. I'll be there by the end of March. Don't you worry. Wonder if my brain is like, I want this so bad. This is the trade I want. Again, that's it just happens like this sometimes. I know that's the trade I wanted. I closed my platform down just to keep me from touching it. When I choose to sit out, I'm gonna sit out. Keep me from doing something stupid. Yeah, I closed myself out, locked myself out. I want this so bad, so I'm gonna keep myself from. Demonstrate good principles. The old school lockout button. I know I'm right though. That's the thing. I know that I'm right. If I'm not right today, I'm right tomorrow or the next day. There's no way this is the bull catalyst to flip the market around. Market didn't rally. I mean, if not, then this is just the world's most stupid, manipulated environment. We didn't rally at these levels on good GDP data. We didn't rally on these levels on good non-farm data back in the day. We didn't rally on these levels on rate cuts. We didn't rally on these levels on good earnings. But Trump says we're ahead of schedule in the war, and somehow the market reverses the highs. I gotta tell you, that would be the most irrational, weirdest thing. Dump with red folder news tomorrow. I still feel that that's the momentum. Is that this relaxation today is to attract some buyers. This is just a sweep up, pull some buyers in, and then after that it's done. You know what I mean? And then we're back to like maybe a relaxation for 2 or 3 days and then some downside.
MHP's rising like smoke from the wires, liquidity snapping, the spreads catch fire. Just look drunk, the algo's high, scooters twitching under neon sky.
Save a little playlist there. Let me put on random. Randomize. There we go. It's playing songs in alphabetical order. Do I copy trade or trade my accounts daily? I don't copy trade any of my prop accounts. I trade them all differently. Yeah, I don't do any copy trading.
This isn't over yet. And that is crashing, blinking scooter lights are flashing. There's home, trend collapsing.
So there's that liquidity pocket support right here. So I'm thoroughly confused by today's action, and this is not what I want to be engaged in this one. So bouncing off a yellow, supporting a bear zone top, and now it's just holding in here. Very confused. Is there a short setup from here? It looks like there could be, but I don't know. I did not expect us following through on the new hour with any more upside as well, but this certainly has convinced me not to short this. But I don't feel like I get a good read on the market today. We've got such a strong pressure. Crude oil is just absolutely collapsing. Like, I feel like market's trading like somebody knows something. I don't know. We got a ceasefire coming in tomorrow. Who knows? But Nvidia just went straight up. Nvidia up 2%. That's all that it takes. Yep.
You're hammering that mouse like it owes you rent. Red candles dancing. Every click's another.
Every part of me wants to use this day and yesterday, this breakup in the bull side, to buy like, or yesterday, today, and today to buy puts if I'm gonna keep longing this. Like, I'm still worried about the market coming down. I need to like get puts underneath my long, so I'm gonna get back to longing. We close at highs today. I might throw a $250,000 in puts and then keep buying the dip. I'm flipping back to long at the bottom. I don't normally do this. Unless I'm very, very, very convinced but the market is wobbly. And I only do this when we go into bear territory one day, and the very next screen update, I jump in and do the puts. And so and I get puts just to hedge in case the market sells off. It hedges my longs. If I'm committed to longing starting tomorrow, I might buy puts at the end of the day today. It's just in case the war picks up, I've got puts underneath my longs. So like whenever markets fall into bear territory on monthly maps, the very next green day that we have, I usually buy puts for the month, and then I keep longing the market. If it turns bullish, then I'm making money longing, and I've got puts underneath me. In case it just crashes out, then I make, you know, a significant portion underneath my long. So if I have a huge like loss day by long in the market, and that's what I have there. It's like hedging for my longs. I always talk about the strategy all the time. I do this a lot. Reading double top here. Yeah, it's fairly possible. This 6836 yellow line on S&P is a very strong resistance. I usually do about 6 weeks out to capture next expiration, probably the one after that. Then I just have that underneath me, and then starting like as the days go by, every dip I get, and I continue to long, then I have insurance underneath my longs basically. Yellow line is a margin buffer limit resistance pivot, so it's a really hard resistance to break, especially with such a strong move like this. It's going to be like one of your top resistance tops. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me some more water. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Don't give a damn about.
Oh. Here's the What song is this? All right, that's a little heavy for the stream. That was like AI death metal. Excuse me. My YouTube is frozen. I can't see any chat or anything. Hold on, let me restart everything.
Brace yourself, it's slightly robot map. I'm at this crashing, blinking scooter lights are flashing. Bears on, system mapping.
My entire analytics tab is blank. That's really weird. Can you guys still see the stream? My analytics panel is gone. Are y'all good? Am I buffering? Oh, okay. It hasn't been buffering, has it? Okay. My analytics panel disappeared. It's like completely blank. Like there's nobody here. All right, is this the moment of truth? Was I right today? I said the wrong entry.
Liquidity trap active. Enter at your own risk. Audio drivers not detected.
I really need like a better... I need a better environment to do a challenge like this. Since December, just this flip-flop back and forth has just been... I mean, I'm up, but I'm not happy. Like that's like the whole reasoning of this. Like that this market has been... This is like, you know, very challenging for anybody, but especially like just yesterday, the news-driven effect that comes from what's going on with the war stuff. It's just very nonsensical as far as like how no matter how good you can be or how good the structure is or how good your setups are, you're one presidential tweet away from the poorhouse for the most part. So for those of you trading props or trading anything in this environment and you're just kind of like feeling like, man, it just sucks, you're not alone. Don't, like, this is one of those kind of like times where it's just a little more difficult. Move the computer to the garden. Ah, there's the analytics. They're back. So the difference between the Bolt challenge on Funded Next and the Rapid. So Rapids are 1 day to pass, 3 days to payout. I think the Bolt is like their daily payout account. Let me give you the stats on the Bolt really quick. And the next Bolt. Daily payouts. Let me get the stats for it. I'm not sure if they have trailing drawdown like the other. It's their sort of like competitor to the TPT. Let me look it up really quick. We just heard the song. My website's not loading it up. That's weird. Let me reload it here. For some reason, when I go to FundedX website and I click futures, it just shows up as black. Is this one a... I'm trying to see if they have the... I don't have it programmed into my... the website yet. Hold on. Let me go see if I can do challenges. Okay. Whenever I try to load it up, the screen turns black. Trying to like do the comparison over here. Literally, when I'm there, look, it's black. Like, this is all it says. The website's not loading up. It's their daily payout option, but I'm not sure. Somebody here that does the bolts, does it have, DLL and consistency on funded. What's the can you guys give me the numbers for Bolt if you trade it? It's trailing. Is it trailing drawdown for the eval side? I can't remember. Do I even have a different browser installed in here? Hold on. Let me load up a different browser. I'm like almost done with Firefox for the long haul. Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. Bolt. All right, found it. It is, yeah, 40% consistency, which is their standard. But it doesn't have anything on here about the funded side. FundedX finally got back to us last week about the giveaways. They finally caught up with it. They were pretty much falling behind on it. Let me go to the Funded Next Bolt. Funded Next. What's my next futures Bolt account plan? Okay. Futures Bolt account plan. $153 resistance. I knew I was right. Whatever. Okay, it is. I'll bet you criteria. End of the day drawdown balance. Okay, they have that. That's not trailing drawdown. So it's end of the day drawdown with end of the day with so it's Bolt end of the day and not trailing. That's cool. So it's okay. Yeah, so it's end of the day. I actually always thought it was trailing for some reason. I didn't know that. So Bolt is their daily payout option with end of the day trailing. That's actually pretty cool. Just has DLL. That's what it, that's right. I think as like time goes by, my brain is just sort of like, man, I wish there was a website that I could just learn this very quickly from and just load it up and have everything programmed into it. Man, that'd be so nice. But 1K max payout, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Our website gets released to us today for our admins to finally get to play with it. So it's off the test server and it's going live today, by the way, which is really exciting. I've been told I'm getting it today. Historic data for Rocket Scooter liquidity maps is almost done as well. Try Brave web browser. Yeah. See, guys, I told you this is, again, this is like, I knew I was right. I knew I was right. Stupid fucking market. I'm in a full port. Name of the website's called Whales and Tails. Yeah. Do I suggest staying with prop firms or using your own capital? I would say it depends on where you are in your journey. Prop firms to secure, like, you know, yourself to have some kind of like funding if you don't have the ability to do it yourself. If you have the ability to do it yourself and you don't think you're a good enough trader to preserve your own capital, prop firms are a good way to practice without losing much. Like by contrast, if you're trading your real account, you can lose everything in a trade. Prop firms, you can just choose to spend how much you want to spend, and you're basically limited that way. So I say whenever you're really good at trading, the ultimate goal is to trade on your own capital. So until you believe that you're really good enough to be profitable in a live account on your own, still stay in the props until then, because it's a way for you to get trading in a much harder environment, but much cheaper to lose environment. If that's your personal, why not keep the position swing over the next couple weeks? Oh no, I'm short as fuck right now in my big account, my actual account that you guys don't see. Oh, I'm really short right now. Just a challenge account I closed out. Oh, I'm swinging this short. Oh, you better believe it. So my actual futures account, my actual options account, you guys never see on the stream. I don't commit to showing you guys like that. I just stream the challenges that I do. Oh yeah, dude, I'm swinging this short, 100%. 2 accounts? Oh, I have tons of accounts, but I keep those private. I never share them, so it's nobody's business what I do with what I gamble with on the side. Yeah. Only 20%. Somebody said, if that's true, only 20% of traders pass just profit, and there's low probability that the average retail trader is probably on an account. You have a better chance of being profitable in your real account than you do in a prop firm. That's kind of the weird dynamic of props. It's a cheaper environment to learn in, but once you become good at trading, you're gonna make more money in your live account than in props. Once you become good at trading props, you need to get out of it because you're limiting how much you can do. Props are gonna always cost you. You're never gonna, if like tit for tat, if you make the same exact trades in your prop account and your live account, you made more money in your live account. You paid less taxes on it. You didn't pay resets or evals or any of that stuff. Yeah. We might call for the level at MES. Like I said, if we lose 68-17, it's a flush for the day. I don't know if we flush for today, though. With a move like this, it's really hard to think we get that. But not true. You actually have 80 props. Okay, like Tane, bro, listen. Let me explain one more time. Tit for tat. Dollar for dollar, you will not make more money in props than you make in your real account. You believe that? You have bought into the influencer Kool-Aid, my man. You are supporting some influencers' Lambo payments. That is absolutely the least true thing ever. All these influencers, the only reason they trade props is because you make them hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in sales. That's the only reason they touch this shit and put it on their stream. No real trader out there is like, I love trading props because it's side money. It's all bullshit they're selling you. They love trading props because you buy them from them. No real trader ever would say like, I love really trading and I'm going to add props to it just to make a little extra money. Stupidest thing ever. I trade props because you buy them from me and I get affiliate checks. I trade props to market props. I'm at least honest about it. I don't dance around the truth. You guys buy it, I'll show it on my stream. That's the truth. Give me a choice. Would I ever trade a prop and never fucking touch the shit? No. No. 100% no. Like, I don't need to. I don't need to be funded. So, but at least I'm honest about it. You pay more in taxes and props. You pay more fees in props. There's no way you got an advantage dollar for dollar in props. And you're not, and they're infinitely harder to trade. So the offsetting, yeah, you can trade more of them. They're so much harder to trade. You have rules that lower your efficiency. Dollar for dollar, you're not going to trade better in props than you will in your live account. If you're really good. So people are like, no, we can leverage the low cost of props and make a whole lot of money. Everybody out there, like even it's kind of funny, like, it seems like every influencer out there has like $1 million worth of payouts to their name or whatever. You don't know how much they paid in, and it's a lot. But all I gotta say is that dollar for dollar, you're better off trading your live account. 100% over. 100% over. Props are for you to fund yourself. If you manage to squeeze out some ROI on your props, you put in 10K and you pull out 30 after taxes, you know. You put in 10K, you take a 30K payout, you're paying taxes on 20K, you subtract the deduction what you paid in. After the split, after everything. I mean, 80% split sometimes, you know, things like that. If you're a good trader, you never would go there. You're gonna pay less taxes, Tame. Think about it like that. You're gonna pay less taxes and not pay 80% split or 20% split on your P&L. You know what I mean? There's no activation fees, there's no eval fees, there's no reset fees, there's, you know, lower taxes, no split, easier to trade, there's no DLLs, there's no, you know, trailing drawdowns, end of the day drawdowns, there's none of that stuff. So it's a lot different of an environment, right? Overall, like tit for tat, the only reason anybody that makes money as a trader would trade them is to sell them for marketing. And it always irks me when the influencers like, oh, I really trade, but I trade props for extra money. That's not a smart choice. Why not just trade another account for extra money? Why not trade another live account for extra money? It's part of the game that's played. People are just honest that they're just selling something, you know. Everyone in this business tries to act like they're running a charity. Just say it like it is. Like, yeah, you trade props because you have an affiliate code and you want to show up on your stream, and if you show it on your stream, you get hundreds of thousands of free dollars in your pocket every month. Nobody admits that, but I mean, it's the truth. Props are fantastic as a student, as an educational place to be. But like a lot of your like prop warriors, I call them, all these guys out there, all they talk about is their payouts. This is the biggest prop trader, best prop trader. Why you're not trading a real account? There's no advantage you're getting in the environment. The advantage you're getting in that environment is you sell a lot of prop accounts. And it makes sense. I mean, it's a good business. I'm in that business. But nobody will tell you like it is. And would I choose to trade a prop on my own? At the point of having money to fund myself, I wouldn't. I wouldn't trade a harder journey with more costs, more taxes, less split, you know? Personally. Mr. DD band, here we come. We're getting close. We're fighting with that risk interval level right here on S&P, on NASDAQ. Stop making sense. But don't think I'm saying props are bad. Props are good. They're just somebody said in chat it's a gateway. I love the way you explained it that way. Props are a gateway to get you to where you need to go. Props also allow you the ability to like YOLO and gamble. Like if you really were like, you know what, I want to take a shot at this and just full port some accounts just in case the news goes my favor. You can see that like a lot of the influencers utilize them for that particular effect. Like, I don't want to waste my real money, so I'm going to waste the prop money and try to get a bigger return. I'm like, okay, in that case, that does make sense, you know. I want to play CPI and trade my prop accounts into it. If I lose, I only lost a couple $1,000. If I win, I secure an $80,000 payout. You can do that if you throw a lot of money into the prop system and use them that way. Then maybe you can compete with a real account. But in the same sensibilities, prop accounts usually don't let you trade into news for that particular reason. They try to limit your ability to get some big YOLO plays as much as they can. Will my new indicators be a third-party subscription on NC8? No, they'll just be like, if you have a subscription here, the subscription will allow you access on NinjaTrader and other places. This just tells me consolidate, 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 continue. I don't know. I thought we were going to sell off, but it looks like we're not. I'm glad I kind of like chill on this. But yeah, so my personal account, right, which is something I've never really shown, right? I've always been really secretive about the size I trade or the stuff I trade online. Even when I do options, it's very rare I'll tell you guys. Like, I'm very secretive about it too. I'm like, I'll tell you guys, I got some puts for hedging, and that's all I say. I don't tell you the strike. I don't tell you the expiration until like we get close to it, as I don't want people to crowd my trade. But I have a futures account and I have an options account that I do not show this stream, and I've never shown Twitter. I've never shown the community. I think once or twice I may have posted an options play in the, I don't know how many years I've been trading options. I try to keep my big, like I tell you, man, these community folks, like the Twitter folks, they flip shit when they see me make $50,000 bets. These kids are all broke. That's a big money to them. They see me putting like $1 million options bets on, you know what I mean? Like, they see me gambling real money. They'll all pee their pants from excitement. I don't think Twitter can handle that much. Why be so secret about it? Because it's, well, number one is I don't want people messing up my trade. If I'm in an options trade, half of you knuckleheads will go out there and try to copy it and bring awareness to my position. When it comes to putting some big money in options, I'm firmly under the belief that I'm going to sneak in and be the only one there. That's number one. Number two is my big futures money. I think it is kind of private, and sometimes I do want to risk. Right now, I'm short as shit, like in my big account. I'm holding through all of this. I'm just going to swing it the whole way down. Until the war's over. And I usually do stuff like that. Big positions, big bets. When I help my position to raise the price on it. What do you mean? Lance will counter trade. I've just always been in that sense of, you know, not everything I do. Like I always say, whatever I show on the stream, I'm fully transparent about it. But outside of this, yeah, what if I want to go put $200,000 on some 0-day Nvidia puts or something, you know, like that's my own gambling. Nobody, you know, that's not serve any purpose other than I want to make the bet. Like if I ran down to Vegas and made a bet on a baseball game, you know, it's really like not part of the stream either. Sometimes I just get a hunch. Sometimes I want to take a big bet and get a big return. So it's not educational material or for day trading. So I never really showed that. Earlier in my streaming, like in 2020, I had a bigger challenge account, but my main account pretty much forever has never been part of my content. How do I leverage points in your credit card? Can I tell you something that's funny? I don't have a credit card. People find that to be the weirdest thing about me. I don't own a credit card. I have two that I got that I gave to my mom, and she just lives on that, and I pay it off. I personally don't have a credit card, other than the one that my mom pays her bills with. Do I follow Dave Ramsey? Not really, but I hear that he's really good at that kind of stuff. Yeah, I got two tiny credit cards that I gave to my mom a year ago, and she just pays all her bills with them, and then I pay those off every month. But when it comes to points and all that stuff, Doc does all that. Yeah, I use a debit card. Well, usually what happens is for points, she likes to do that. I don't care to do that. Like making money, saving money, it's all in the magnitude of like thousands of dollars. It's not really something I ever wanted to accumulate debt for. It's more like a self-control thing. Like if I have a credit card, then I'll rack it up and spend a balance on it. I've been debating getting one for the businesses. Now that I have so many businesses, I'm like, maybe I should get a business card because you just pay fees on it and stuff. And since we have like a bunch of new businesses popping up, I've been contemplating, okay, maybe I'll get like a business Amex for business spending, pay off all the bills and maybe get some cash back on that. Like personal spending, not really. Anytime we do something, I pay off her credit card. So she does the points. I just pay off her card every month. I like halfway live off the grid, man. I know it's not conventional, but when I did have credit cards early on as a kid, when I was like an engineer, I realized I got into trouble with them. Like I'd overspend and have a big balance, and then I end up spending like a lot of money on stuff and then spend like years of my life paying for it and always feeling that pressure going forward. So then I started teaching myself just to buy what you can afford and leave it at that. And I always try to live like a debt-free life. I mean, I bought my car with cash. I don't have pretty much any debt to my name. So for whatever reason, I think it leads to better happiness in life. I know it's probably not the smartest way to live, but it certainly is the happiest way to live. I just hate feeling like I owe people money. How do I grade Apritos? I haven't put, they're not on the website yet. We'll know pretty soon though. Asset debt. Well, I have that. Yeah, like I have assets on, like tons of assets in the books. What do I drive? I have an Aston Martin and I have a Maserati. I've got two cars. That's my car. Down. No sense spending $1 million of your own money. We can spend someone else's. One thing to accumulate. Yeah. So you want to accumulate debt in the business. I'm saying personal. Like I don't have personal debt. The business side of the world, that's a whole different story. Business has debt. Yeah. Business, you leverage your debt to get more opportunities in business. You leverage debt. You leverage assets to get more loans, to get more stuff. And the business sense is different. Yeah. That's part of running business. I was talking about personal debt. Like my person doesn't owe a single person a single dollar. Yeah. The business is all the businesses have. It's not that. Okay, yeah. Like when it comes to building out the fitness studio and which is the next thing we're doing, and building out the tea shop, well, we're gonna obviously take out loans, right? The business will take out loans for those. No, I didn't specify earlier. Yeah, like personal. I don't have credit card debt. I don't have loans to my name personally. I don't have anything. I try to live personal expenses, cars, anything. The only personal debt we have is the mortgage on the house. Right now. So that's it. I paid off my student loans long ass time ago. On the personal side. Yeah, on the business side, leveraging debt is actually a skill set you need to learn how to do. To grow if you want to grow faster. You want to be cash only in business, you'll probably be happier, but you'll grow slow. Unfortunately, in business, you have to get people to take bets on you and loan you money so you can grow faster and scale. You can't really scale with cash because you need liquid cash in case something happens. You never want your cash to be tied up. We're trying to remain liquid and scale businesses. Should I pay for the asset in full? Yeah. It's 310,000. In your new site, which covers prop firms, are you only analyzing the top 5? No, Hora, every single prop firm out there. We're gonna analyze all of them. The indicators today were perfect. Everything today was on point. But everything has a probability, right? There's a certain percentage something happens. I was taking the lower percent trade instead of the higher percent trade. The correct play was to long from there. That was the correct structure trade. My bet was that today would be the day that we'd have an over response and structure would break. So I took the lower probability trade, which is something that I chose to do because of my bias, but not because of the indicators. Indicators are on point. Yeah, there's thousands of ways to wealth. You guys hit it. Yeah, we can do a giveaway real quick. I need to... These Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs are fizzy. They have like sodium bicarbonate in it, so they're a little fizzy in your mouth. I actually bought a case of these things. I thought I was buying one pack of them because they sounded cool. I was reading somewhere online, somebody's like, oh, Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs are so good. They fizz in your mouth. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I Amazoned a couple, I Amazoned what I thought would be one box. And I'm buying a case of these things. I got 12 boxes of these things. I'm very impressed that this has moved and kept moving like this. I was very, very, very convinced the market was going to freak out and go the other way. But everything else just sort of lined up. You got gold rallying, Nvidia rallied, VIX turned down, oil fell down like another $6 or $7 since the open. Oil is down like $11 already. Man, market is literally trading like we just created world peace in the Middle East. What a week. All right, flip it to the new hour. Now it's 11 o'clock. Type in ETF, you guys. Our first giveaway is with Elite Trader Funding. You can only have an 80% off sale going on right now with everything that they do. Their best account, I think the one that's worth it, is the static account. Everything else is good, but a lot of the other firms are better. Their static account's the best in the business, I think, my personal opinion. But the website will let us know that, all of them. But 80% off their static. And statics are really good if you have a hard time passing an account. Statics have the lowest difficulty score, which is what I like about it.
woke up this morning, charts on my screen, price is just dragging, stuck in between. No highs, no lows, just flatline pain. Watching and waiting, but nothing to gain. Fingers itching, wanna make a play, but the market's sleeping, not moving a day. Whisper inside me says, boy, take a rest, 'cause no trades one that's a
Did I take a loan on the Tic Tacs? I did. You know, I found out the Tic Tacs are a lie. Like, the 0-calorie breath mint is a marketing trick. If you make the serving size 1 Tic Tac and the calories are 0.4 calories per Tic Tac, that you're allowed to round down to 0 if it's a whole number. They truncate and round. So they take off, or they round down to the nearest decimal point. If they don't say 0.0, they literally say 0. A full box of Tic Tacs has about like 140 calories, if you believe it or not. Yeah, so not enough sugar per serving. So it's a packaging trick. When you really add it all up, you slam this whole box. It's like drinking a couple Cokes. Let's see the answer. Hold on. How many calories? Box of Tic Tacs. 100 to 115 calories. About 30 grams of sugar. Yeah, this is a Coca-Cola worth of sugar. Almost. 30 grams of sugar. That's almost a Coke worth of sugar. It's almost a full Dr. Pepper you're drinking. But it says 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 protein, 0 everything. Right? It's the most beautiful marketing trick. You make your serving size so small that it's 0 calories per serving. And I used to remember the TV ads were like the 0-calorie breath mint. You guys remember that? Dr. Pepper is basically just like Coke with prune and cherry juice in it, if you want to know the flavor of it. So I've actually made Coca-Cola from scratch before, just for fun, to make a Coca-Cola flavoring. It's fairly simple if you want to know what the general cola flavoring is for like cola flavored candy or syrup or whatever. It's pretty simple. Coca-Cola is Sprite, which is lemon and lime, with orange. The 3 major flavors of cola are lemon, lime, and orange, believe it or not. And then they add vanilla and cinnamon. And if you mix those 5 flavors together, you will have something that tastes like cola. The basic generic cola flavor of a candy. It's lemon, lime, orange, cinnamon, and vanilla. That cinnamon and orange together with the hint of vanilla is the cola flavor you're all used to, by the way. So like Mountain Dew is like lemon, lime with orange. Coke is like Mountain Dew with cinnamon. And Dr. Pepper is like Coke with prune and cherry juice added to it and whatever other things they put in there. Looks like I was right. My suspicions were right. I gotta go to the doctor today, by the way. Been trying to reschedule my appointment. We can't do it, so I gotta get out of here. I'm not gonna be on my funded TV. But we'll still be here with Neon. I could stream maybe an extra 20-30 minutes, but I really gotta run. Alpha Future, the new website. Yeah, everybody will be on the new website. You live in the country with the world's highest Coca-Cola consumption per capita. Where would that be? If I were to guess, Asia somewhere? Japan? China? Singapore? Where are you at? You would think it's Mexico. That's the other one. Okay. I know that Mexico has a big consumption as well. They have, but how could they not? They have the best flavored Coke in the world. Mexican Coke is amazing. They have the real Coke. Yeah, they have the good stuff. All right. Gonna spin the wheel, guys. It's such a better flavor. It's got real sugar in it, and it tastes better. I don't know if it's the water or whatever. It's the glass bottle, makes it colder in your lips. Whatever the case may be. Mexican Coke's where it's at. I don't know if you guys have that everywhere else. In Texas, Mexican Coke is a thing. When you go to a restaurant, like when they say these are our drink options, they will literally say we have, you know, alcohol, non-alcohol, and then under sodas they will say Mexican Coke. Mexican Coke means the Coke from Mexico, which is made with real sugar. I don't drink sodas much anymore, but if I were to drink a soda with sugar in it, that's the way to go. Sin, ACS Trades, congratulations. You are the first winner of the giveaway today. ETF, 10K account. Like I said, they're doing 80% off, and their static accounts are like the easiest static accounts to pass in the whole prop firm spread. Statics are like the easiest accounts to pass in general. All right, next we're gonna do a Fun to Next giveaway in just a second here. Type in Fun to Next. We're doing about a 10% discount with the code Rocket Scooter. Oh yeah, dude, Mexican. If you never had a glass bottle Coke, if you go anywhere and you see a glass bottle of Coke and you look on the back and it's like on show in Mexico, it says that. And you're like, aha! You're gonna love it. It's gonna taste so much better than the corn syrup Coke is like a sour kind of taste to it. The sugar Coke is just like, it's good. See, it looks like I was right on the trade, guys. Just like a soda fountain. Oh, 100%. 100%. Type in Fun to Next, guys. I don't know why I drew this 103 line. What was that for? Risk and roll is 153. So, bulls that have been waiting for a dip. I don't think it's going to reward the bears today. I'm kind of like abandoning my thesis that today's the day. But here to there is sort of a scalp. If you are bullish, liquidity pocket with positive DD is a good setup. Like I said, maybe it sells off today. I don't know, but I'm just done with this market for today. Maybe I get back from the doctor, I'll fire some trades off, who knows. But this morning, I kind of just want to let this thing do its thing. $81. Get completely ripped out of there. Yep. All right, Fun to Next, guys. Type it in. 5 more minutes. We'll do a little Fun to Next giveaway. Type it in to enter. Free stuff coming your way. Oh, I know why I had that line there. That's why, because 80 was, I remember I had that there. That was the previous high. I was just marking it. Session high. Before the breakout. Like pre-breakout highs. That's why I had that marked. Will be a Lucid giveaway? We should be having Lucid giveaway. I don't see any on the list. I don't know why we're not having Lucid giveaways. Let me ask my guy really quick.
sky is heavy with a silver tear. It whispers softly, but no one's near. The earth is aching, waiting to hear. Let it fall, let it break.
All right. Solid bull support here at 68.17. Man, I was not even flip-flopping market there. I really need to catch up on Lucid. Yeah, we'll have a Lucid giveaway and Neon stream today. Said I don't know, man. I still believe in the sell-off, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. But it's not really selling. Okay, we're gonna spin the wheel. Type in funded next, funded next, funded next. 5. Your ETF code expired. Oh, you didn't use it in time? Is that what happened? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let me spin really quick. How many? We'll do one more in a second here. What is this?
In the chaos of numbers, in the haze and the friction, find me right on the data, crystal clarity vision. Flash a light on my screen, algorithms dive in deep, trading futures, no sleeping, ride the current, no weep. Rockets go to AI, take me to the sky. Rocket
All right, we have one more coming up in a little bit. Oh, Tradeify last but not least. We'll do one in a second here. We will do this in about 5 minutes. Type in Tradeify in chat now to enter the next one. Didn't restart. It's the same group of people. It's not gonna matter. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I know it's unpopular opinion, but I'm kind of like absolutely bored with Arc Raiders. It was like for the longest time when it first came out, I was like, man, this game's gonna be huge. This game's gonna be so fun. It's so exciting. I think it was only exciting the first time you grinded out everything. Then the minute you make it to end game and you realize just how there's nothing to do. And then expedition to start over. And then the second grind through it was just not even fun. I'm just playing and I'm like, ugh. I've never gone from loving a game so much so quickly than to absolutely just hating it. Like I'm not even... I play Crimson? I haven't played Crimson. What happened with the PvE focused game like that? Exactly, right? Like, I feel like the direction is going is just like, I don't know. There needs to be some high stakes rewards for PvP, then I think I'd love it. Killing people and looting 80k worth of loadout loot is just like, yeah. Like there needs to be some real stakes, like, then I'll be excited about it. I'm about to go back to just jamming on Battlefield. Yeah, get back in Warzone, get back in on something. I spend a lot of time just like helping newbies when I jump in. I'm like, hey, I have everything. What do you need? Oh, you want to kill a Rocketeer? All right, let's go kill a couple. Let me show you where they are. Like, thanks, mister. They need a few more maps. They need to make PvP a focus. They need to have like PvP only maps where it's like limited minimal arcs, and then like there's a bounty system or something where, you know, when you die there's a bounty on your head and you can collect the money, and the more people you kill the bigger the bounty you can have, and the bigger the penalty it is when you die. Something like that would be exciting for an extraction shooter. Bring back the old school MMO style. Do a Tradeify 50k growth really quick. Type that in. I don't think we're selling off today, though. That's the only thing that's happening. Man. Okay, I gotta get out of here. I can't leave. I can't stream over. We actually gotta go in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel for Tradeify. Crazy how much it's trying to hold here. I'll be trades. Congratulations to the winner. All right, the three of you guys that have won today, you need to go to the Discord. Link is in the description below. Contact our admin named Slacks in that channel called Contest. Let him know you won the account with the screenshot of your YouTube ID. Take that and send it to him, and then we should be good. And then congratulations. I'll be typing something in chat. I guess he wasn't here. We'll spin it one more time. Le Flow, $12.99.
But your bad vibes and lack of control won't let your monthly hedge is better than weekly hedge, but both will give you love. Resilience is your guide and doesn't lie. Don't fight DD bands and let your profits soar. The arbitrage will
Congratulations, you guys. Y'all are the winners today. And thanks for tuning in, y'all. Had a great time with y'all. Fortunately, market's being crazy again. I'm kind of, oops. Hold on. I'm like out of sync with my thoughts here, but you know, this news driven stuff, just be careful, right? Like you're gonna have news go up, down, it's gonna be crazy. So just be very, very, very careful today. Arbitrage is moving negative just a little bit. Resilience is coming down just a little bit. Just be careful we don't sell off underneath you today if you're trying to long this. So, or short this or whatever. Both directions are trade smart is all I'm trying to say. Give me advice. Trade smart. Just be careful. And we'll see y'all later. Good day, good day. All right, we'll see y'all in the morning. Have a good one.
Sit tight and watch the crash and smoke a split. Oh, Bears on top and bulls on bottom. Don't blink or you will miss it by the dip when res is positive. Sit tight and watch the crash and smoke a split.